You can lose hundreds of thousands entering Ukraine or build a seven-figure operation from the same starting point. In the next 10 minutes, you will understand where companies actually lose money in Ukraine, why most foreign businesses get overcharged at every step, and how a local execution partner removes guesswork and protects your margin. My name is Gazki. I'm the managing director of Gazki Limited. Since 2012, we've been building and managing international trade flows between Ukraine and over 25 countries. We've seen companies lose deals going on their own, and we've helped others benefiting big time working with Ukraine by executing turnkey projects for them. First, I'll show you where companies actually lose money when entering Ukraine. Then, how the system really works behind the scenes. And at the end, I'll give you the exact model international companies should use to enter Ukraine without chaos. Let me start with a simple story. The first time I landed in Burgas, Bulgaria, where we have our European offices, I walked out of the airport, got into a taxi, and paid about 5 times more than I should have. Why? Because I didn't know the local system. I didn't speak the language, and I didn't know that there were local services charging a fraction of the price. Same city, same route, different outcome, based purely on knowledge. The market is not transparent, it's layered. Now let's move this to Ukraine. When a foreign company enters Ukraine, they assume something very dangerous, that prices are objective, and they are not. At every step, you will encounter price distortion. Legal services twice or 10 times difference. Accounting depends on who you are and how you present yourself. Real estate, agent fees are often inflated. Permits, you can either have delays or accelerated solutions. Suppliers, different prices depending on your perceived experience. And here's the key problem. You don't even know that you're overpaying. In Ukraine, price is often not based only on cost. It is based on your perceived level of control and knowledge. If you look inexperienced, you pay more. If you look structured, you get access to the best options. Let me make one thing very clear. Ukraine is not trying to screw you over. This is not how the system works. The reality is much simpler. The market is fragmented. Information is not centralized. And pricing is often based on who you are, how you approach, and who introduces you. There are excellent lawyers, highly professional customs brokers, reliable suppliers, fast executors, and so on at fair prices, but they are not always visible, and they are not always accessible to foreign companies directly. So the challenge is not finding something. The challenge is knowing where to look, who to approach, and who to trust. And that is exactly where most companies lose time, money, and control. Most companies think the problem is cost. It's not. The real problem is execution plus control, because even if you pay a higher price, you're not guaranteed speed, quality, and accountability. You may hire a lawyer who delays, a contractor who disappears, a supplier who underdelivers, and now you have a second problem. You cannot control this remotely. You're trying to manage operations in a different country with different rules, different culture, different informal systems. This is where most projects start slipping. Now let's flip the situation. Instead of entering Ukraine alone, you have a local on-the-ground execution company. What changes? First, you remove guesswork. You don't need to figure out the market. You operate with clarity from day one. Second, you get real prices, not foreigner prices, but actual market pricing. Third, you gain control because someone is physically here, checking suppliers, negotiating, verifying execution. And fourth, you have aligned interest, and this is critical. You are no longer dealing with fragmented parties. You have one structure that represents your interest, your extended office, so to say. We've seen companies come to Ukraine and lose months trying to coordinate lawyers, suppliers, logistics, and permits themselves. And we've also seen companies enter with a structured approach and execute within weeks with controlled costs and predictable outcomes. If you're evaluating Ukraine in your commercial operations, contact us using the form below this video for a free confidential review of your case. Let's discuss how we can help you. Here's the insight most people don't talk about. A local execution partner is not just about saving money, it's about speed and decision-making quality. Because in Ukraine, information moves informally, relationships matter, access is not public. If you try to operate only through formal channels, you will be slower, more expensive, and less effective. In emerging markets, execution speed is often a bigger advantage than cost savings. The faster you validate suppliers, test production, negotiate contracts, the faster you reach profitability. The companies that succeed in Ukraine follow a simple 4-step model. First, market intelligence. Understand demand, pricing, and structure. Second, decision architecture. Understand who decides and how they buy. Third, execution structure. A local partner gives you centralized coordination. And fourth, controlled scaling. Start small, validate, then expand. This is not about entering a country. It's about building a controlled system. So, in this video, we covered why companies lose money when entering Ukraine, how price distortion actually works, why execution, not cost, is the real risk, how a local partner removes guesswork, and the model that actually leads to success. Now, if you're considering Ukraine as part of your commercial strategy, reach out to us using the form below this video for a free confidential review of your case. Let our team help you reduce risk and build a structure that drives real financial results. If you found this information useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for being with us. See you in the next video.